Previously on RPG Pals Club, your favorite group of adventuring friends got in a bit of a pickle as they were sent by famous writer Volo to go and look for his lost friend. But now are they in danger, or perhaps they are a bit into Waterdeep? Find out this week on the RPG Pals Club. I don't know how that guy keeps getting in here, but
You leave your window open for 10 minutes.
It's him. It's Mr. RPG. He got in again.
Well,
Get the broom.
It's Mr. RPG fancy voice.
His head was different this time. It was a different dog this time, so I guess that's why the voice was slightly different.
Oh my god.
I really appreciate the dogness, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It
at least
was a
This house, we
Doberman.
stand for doggos.
Yeah, so what had happened is our good pal, Kerr, had decided to try and pretend that he was getting thrown into a Zentarum guild hideout, only to find out that the people who are inside the hideout are actually members of the Xanathar guild. And so right now, he is being surrounded by these 4 different Kinku. One of them has a corncob pipe, one of them has an orange feather, one of them has knotted feathers at the top, and the last one has a brass eye. So,
Oh, sweet. Is that one named Odin?
ironically not, it's Nido. Nido. The reverse Odin.
Oh my god.
Oh!
He's missing the other eye.
But yes, my friends, it is already time for another thrilling battle. Are you ready? Because we're going to need to roll some initiative.
Yeah!
Break out them dice.
Whoa, okay.
Just dump out the whole bag.
So I was going to say, I did some test rolls on these digital dice, and I've been rolling pretty good. I bet it's... Oh, it's a 1.
Oh my god.
Plus 2? Plus 2 is 3.
Navinia, you said you got a 3?
Yeah.
Well, the good news is you're not going last.
Oh no!
Hooray.
Kerr, how did you do?
I got a 20.
What number was that?
I got a 20. I rolled an 18 plus 2.
Hot dog. Oi!
I rolled a 7 plus 3.
Dodger.
I rolled a 17 total after rolling a 15.
Very nice. And Koyos.
I rolled a 20. A 19 plus 1.
All right. So, top of the line is going to be Koyos, who is currently outside of the warehouse. And can you give me a bit of description of Koyos for our listeners who are joining back in?
Alright, Koyos, he basically looks like a crocodile has learned to walk on his back legs, and he's currently got tucked under one arm a very small fluffy dog, who is in fact named Barry. Right now I'm actually... Was I outside the window from last time?
I think so. I think you were by the window with me and Oi, and Dodger and Navinia were going round back.
Alright,
Yep.
So if I'm outside the window... Alright, so I'm gonna take Barry, I'm gonna put him on the ground, and I'm gonna tell him, stay here, and be safe. And I'd like to turn around and, dive through the window along with my friends.
Okay, before you do that, we're going to need a animal handling roll to see how effective you are at commanding Barry.
At commanding Barry, okay. Where's my animal handling?
I can already see the extra episode where it's like Barry's day off.
Barry escapes and he has his own adventure and slays an actual fucking dragon.
Yes, I'm very much looking forward to that, I guess.
No, that would be the one where we each play different NPCs and Luke is the one that plays Barry.
No, we each play animal.
Oh,
animals.
yeah. No, I mean, Barry is definitely going to have like a 5-part arc.
We all play different dogs that Barry meets.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We all play
Barry-
one of the 30 dogs I released onto this entire town.
Yes!
Yes.
They're like,
There's
Barry,
the
they're looking
angle.
for you.
Barry, we found you. Welcome back to the pack. Anyway, I rolled a 20.
Uh,
Total. Not a natural 20. A total 20.
To get in there?
To handle
you-
Barry.
Animal handling.
Oh, yes. Then Barry is going to be a very good boy. They sit their butt on the ground and are like,
Oh, my good
and
boy.
now get your jump on in there.
And now I get my... Is this an athletics? Athletics or acrobatics roll?
Athletics.
Athletics, cool. I have good athletics. 18 total.
Yeah, you get in there just fine, so on your next round, you'll be able to do something in that room as the
Just-
4 Kinku surround Kerr. Kerr, it is your turn.
Yes. So I was trying to find my David Hyde Pierce again. I'm on the ground. I'm prone, right?
Yes, and you
Okay.
are surrounded.
Okay. Well, I'll use half my speed to stand up, and then I'm going to attack the Kenku with the brass eye.
All right.
Hit him with an old.
What are you hitting him with?
Gonna thrust my rapier.
Okay,
That is a 19 roll.
that is going to hit.
All right, for 4 damage.
All right, you slash at him at his rapier, and then it is. Oh, and what does Kerr look like as he is slashing and getting up to reintroduce everyone to the good robot?
Right. Well, he picks himself up, dusts off his. He's currently disguised as another member of the Rogues and Tarum, so he's painted black and looks more like he's wearing a helmet visor. Composes himself briefly and does a graceful little slash at the very first Kenku he sees when he opens his eyes.
Awesome. So we then cut out to Dodger Kelly, who is outside, and there's the window, there's the warehouse door, and there's the side door. And the window has been broken through, and so what does Dodger look like, and what is he going to do?
I believe we're going through the side door. As for what Dodger looks like, well, he kind of keeps most of himself covered up with a big gray cloak. He's got kind of vaguely wolfmanish features, kind of a deer hide tan skin and black hair, and got a bit of boyish sideburns growing in because he's only about 16 or so.
Mhm.
As far as like the rest of his outfit, think of like old timey paperboy, but meets fantasy peasant.
Okay.
Perfect outfit.
So
Yeah,
grimy.
it's very good. He's got a couple. He's got like a necklace and stuff, and a leather glove with a wooden coin on it with a skeleton hand holding a scale. But considering that we're about to go into battle, I assume he's put on some armor, which is just a bunch of mismatched black leather that looks like it's been gathered from different sets.
Mhm.
And none of it really fits, but that's how it be in this bitch of a Waterdeep, I suppose. I believe that we're going to try to go through the side door.
The big door.
Yeah, the big side door.
All right. When you get there, it's locked. You can try picking it, or you can try athleticsing it. Athleticsing it.
Athleticize.
Let's see. What I think picking it would be what? Sleight of hand?
Do you have anything to pick it with?
You need thieves' tools.
Yeah.
I don't, but I have dull black dog-like claws. I don't think that will work though.
No. Okay.
So
actually, if you wanted to try using your claws that way, I'm willing to give that to you as a dexterity check, but you're going to have disadvantage on that. Disadvantage means that you roll twice and you have to take the lower of the 2 rolls.
I think I'm actually going to try just to shoulder it first. Actually, no, he's gonna try to pick it first, and then if that doesn't work, he's just gonna shoulder it. Because
Okay.
that feels very in character for him. So I'm gonna roll this dex roll. Oh, well, that one's actually a pretty good one in total. That's an 18 total, but we have to take the lower one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 12 total.
Well, luckily for you, 12 is all that you needed to get in there, and so you are able to pick the lock and send the door rolling on up.
And I just kind of go, they're useful sometimes, and go, ugh, and push it all up.
And actually, when you get in here, Kinku and your partner are in the other door next to it. So we then cut to old Brass Eye there, and they are not really happy about getting stabbed. That's their job. Unfortunately for them, they have a lot of problems with depth perception, and they rolled a natural 1.
Oh no!
And so they try and stab at Kerr, and they hit their friend instead.
Do I know much about Kinku?
You know some things, like you know some interesting facts, like they cannot come up with original words or like vocalize things unless they've heard it before.
I mean, I know they're big honkin' ravens, and that's pretty rad.
Yep.
Because I'm a big goth baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I love my big gothy bird friends, especially since I'm vaguely wolfish.
Yeah. Well,
These ones aren't our friends.
Obviously, but you know, you never know the future.
One day you'll have bird friends. Not today,
One day.
though.
Yes.
One day they could
One
be.
day, and definitely not right now.
But yes, he ends up stabbing his partner with the knotted feathers up at the top for a handful of damage. And Oi, it's your turn.
All right.
My second
What
favorite.
does Oi look like?
Oi, Oi is a dark elf, also known as a drow. He has deep purple skin with a big white mohawk on top because I'm a sucker for as many rock references as I can get in. He usually has his adventurer's backpack and a loot on him, which he made all by himself. Made his a whole loot all by himself. It's not the best, but it makes noise. Yeah, and he is currently wearing very basic clothing like cloth pants tied around his waist with a rope and a leather vest that he has various accoutrements attached to it. And he sees that Kerr is getting attacked by the Kinku, so he is going to join in the fray. Which one is the one that wasn't being stabbed? Let's see.
So ones who have not been attacked yet are the one with the orange feather or the one with the corncob pipe. But now, are you going through the window or are you going through the garage door?
I think I am going to climb through the window.
All right, then I'm going to need a athletics check to get in there first.
All right. 18 plus 2, 20.
Yeah, you get in there just fine, so I'll also let you make an attack this round.
All right. Damn it. 12 plus 5, 17.
That is a hit.
All right.
So,
and for damage, 1d4 plus 3. 4 damage total.
and is that the corncob pipe or orange feather?
Let's go with corncob.
He just started paying off that mortgage on his corncob pipe.
How expensive is that pipe?
Corn is
Get
very
your-
rare.
Get your own pipe, man. DIY.
I've learned from various weed smoking friends that anything can be a pipe.
Exactly. Just drill a couple holes in it and, put the tobacco or the weed in there and just fucking light up.
You get some wacky tobacco.
Yeah.
Wackier the
Meanwhile, I'm
better.
over here. Meanwhile, I'm over here like rough McGruff. I'm like, drugs are bad.
Okay, so Mr. Naughty Feathers goes next and attacks Kerr. No, there is no connection there. Unfortunately for Kerr, Orange Feathers, which you quickly assume might mean they are the leader, he does connect. He gets a critical hit on our good Beep Bop friend for 9 damage as he slashes across with a knife.
Okay. That's... Oh, no, well done. You should be proud of yourself.
Well done. You should be proud of yourself. It says in your exact same voice with a sneer. Navinia, it is your turn.
Okay, so we've opened the
this
door
bird.
and we see this hullabaloo going on.
The hullabaloo is in the next room
Oh,
over
it's
your...
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So since I don't have a map, this is a little bit, but I go up to the door dividing the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear it, and I'm like, oh no, this isn't great. And so I minor illusion the growing sound of a bunch of guards coming into this room. Like, we heard they were in here. It's a bunch of Kingu. Come on, get them, boys. And just on the other side of this door to try to spook them.
All right. So minor illusion.
Create the sound or image of an object that lasts for the duration, each is a minute.
Okay.
Someone else's voice. Come on, boys. We got them surrounded. They'll never escape, especially not out that broken window that we don't have any guards on.
So they are going to get a quick check to determine what they
Yeah,
Thank
if a
you,
creature uses its action to examine the sound or
Ah.
image, it can determine an illusion.
Well, then it is Corncob Pipe's turn next. Corncob Pipe is very concerned about what it heard until it's like, ha! It rolled a natural 20 on determining whether or not.
Very rude.
And it is
That's
it is going to say, over there, by the door, to let the others know that you seem to be coming in from the door. And Koyos, it is your turn.
All right, we're back round to me.
Mhm.
So it's orange feathers that actually managed to hit Kerr, correct?
Yes, and damn near kill Kerr.
Yes.
All right, well,
Emphasis
boy,
on
do
the
I
damn
love
near.
cantrips. I'm gonna cast Primal Savagery on myself and go in for the attack on Mr. Orange Feathers himself.
All right.
Primal Savagery, I believe I make a melee attack with my bite/claws.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use my bite to do this. Alright, so that's 17, and I add. Where's my melee on this sheet?
Well, it's actually a spell attack.
Yeah.
That's it.
So you just get the +4.
Okay, so 17, 18. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that is definitely hitting, so roll that 1d10 for damage.
Woohoo! That is 9 damage.
Ding dang dong. You take a big bite of this bird and, like, it's like, shit! And as it, like, flails, like, the orange feathers that it had go up into the air. Kerr, it is your turn.
I'm going to. I'm just going to stick with orange feathers.
I'm holding him.
Attack.
You get
Yeah, right there. Yes, don't move. And attack with my rapier.
Mhm.
For 21 to hit.
That hits.
For 10 damage.
Orange.
Okay, describe how you are killing Orange Feather.
Okay, well, with Koyos kind of holding him in place, where did you bite him, Koyos?
I guess
On
I
one of the
probably
wings, I
would've-
think.
Yeah, one of the
Okay.
wings or something. I'm holding him by an arm.
I'm just kind of like aiming carefully and going right for an eye. Just a thrust into the face.
Ooh. Yeah, so it goes shunk, and do you slowly pull it back, or is it a quick thrust back?
Oh, it's a slow pullback, but also like as I'm pulling it back, I'm cleaning the blood off.
And do you
Making
have
a
a
real
Fraser
show of it.
one-liner?
Now that's how it's done. See?
And Dodger, it is your turn.
Okay, so what do we got looking at so far? How many of these guys are up?
So there are still 3 of them up. There's Brass Eye, Knotted Feathers, and Corncob Pipe.
And
Okay.
the door between us is open or closed?
It is still closed right now.
All
Is it
right.
locked?
Are we going through the this door, I guess?
Shrug.
Yeah. Let's go through then. And we're gonna go through the door, and I see this melee, and I'm just kind of not overwhelmed, but it is quite a scene to kind of walk into. And I
Yeah.
guess I'm gonna go ahead and cast my key little spell here, my defining spell, and I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead, which is a cantrip.
A very nice
And-
cantrip.
Yes, I'm taking this kind of scuffed up silver-bladed shovel off my back that has and I take my glove, which is my gloved hand, which is the left hand, and I punch the head of my shovel, and I say, "Lend me your power," and the sound of dolorous bells is kind of gonna really bother, I guess, Corncob here.
Except that when Corncob hears you do that, he turns and says, "Lend me your power!" in the exact same tone. He rolled a nat 20 on his save.
Oh my god, Corncob!
Dodge? Stop it.
I feel so useless in battle right now.
Yeah, I look at you and I just give you a conciliatory nod. I'm like,
It's all Corncob's
Good
fault.
birds.
I just point the shovel at him, and I give him a glare.
He's mocking
And-
you.
It is Brass Eye's turn, and they go to try and shank you in the side, and they miss.
Who's you?
So it is Boy's turn.
All right, so I'm a little freaked out
This
by what
moment, I
Corncob
am
just
disconnected
did,
from Discord.
and I'm
Cool.
just going to try to grapple him and suplex him, I guess.
All right, now do you actually want to grapple, or are you just doing melee damage?
I'm just doing melee damage.
Oh, right.
That is a 9 plus 5, 14.
That hits.
All right.
Now, is this
for
a-
damage? 6 damage.
You, describe this move. He's not dead yet.
Okay. So, all right. I think I'm just going to headbutt him then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a straight up headbutt. Play the role of the punk well. Keep it in kayfabe.
That
So just-
Ishii.
Yeah. Keep it in Vorthos for all you MTG players out there.
Mhm.
So, old Knotted Feathers is going to not be happy about what's happening to his friends and is going to stab you, Oi. Since you used your head, and that's a dangerous thing to use. And so they are going to be hitting you for, a nasty 9 damage.
I think did I recover my HP from the last bout or?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
back up at 10.
Okay,
So-
and now I'm down to 1.
Yeah. It's fun how
Okay.
that works.
Yeah.
And Navinia, it is your turn.
How many of our birdie friends are up right now?
There are still 3 of them. Yeah.
I think I'm just
Well-
gonna. And what I look like? Average looking, kind of attractive, tight vest, poofy shirt, tight pants, tall boots. Imagine like a thick David Bowie situation. It
I
seems
love to
Yeah.
imagine that
counteractive.
situation.
Ooh.
But, yes,
The thick white duke.
the grabs. Yeah. Yes. So my minor illusion isn't quite working out for me, so I'm just gonna keep that going, like the sounds of guards, in case the other folks are like, "Hey, throw a dagger." It's the same stats for thrown versus stabbing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
12. Does a 12 hit a bird? The brass.
No. Yeah, that is just under. And it is Corncob Pipe's turn. And Corncob.
Well, I want to move in too. I want to just
yeah.
move up to him instead of being standing at the door.
Okay, well, Corncob sees you, and Corncob is going to attack. And they are going to actually miss their attack. And so it is back up to Koyos at the top.
It's back up to Koyos, and since Orange Feathers has gone limp in my grasp since Kerr stabbed him in the eye, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to drop him, and I'm gonna do the same thing to the next bird, the next closest bird.
Okay, so who do you want that to be? Brass-eyed, Knotted Feathers, or Corncob Pipe? It's the Theater of the Mind!
The theater of the mind. I would have assumed in order to attack the
You
people
see,
at the
stories
doorway,
on magic.
Old Corncob would have had to step a little bit closer
Yeah.
to me, so let's
Yeah,
take
go and
out
attack
Corncob.
Corncob.
It's Corncob time. I'm taking that pipe.
Very expensive.
16 plus 4. That's a 20 total, then.
Yeah, roll the damage.
That is 1d10 of acid damage with my very strong jaws. That is 8 points of damage on that one.
So describe the brutal murder of Corncob.
So Corncob, did he throw a knife in response to what happened earlier?
He stabbed at.
So he had reached over and attempted to stab, putting himself just in the perfect spot for me to drop my previous quarry, open my mouth, lean forward, and just
Just a regular buffet for you, isn't it?
At this point, it pretty much is. Nobody's expecting me to just bite everyone with my very strong crocodile jaws.
They should. They're very strong.
These birds don't know what they're dealing with. It's a crocodile.
So
Bird Slayer.
Chirpy Boy And
Another tasty boy
actually,
down.
when that happens, Brass Eye and Knotted Feathers both turn and look, and they're like, "Surrender!" And they put their knives on the ground.
Can I do a can I kind of roll insight to kind of guess if they're being genuine about this, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a 19 total.
Yeah. No, they have seen two of their people get eaten by a large lizard that they are unfamiliar with. This might as well be like a dragon coming in after them. And they
It's a
are
dragon,
not
no
having it.
wings.
They do not get paid enough.
I just kind of shout, "Hold it!"
What? Okay.
I pick up my knife.
Just very, it just kind of scuttle across the
Yeah,
floor to
I'm
get
like
the knife.
moving in the background, like, excuse me, you're just gonna get me.
Okay. I'm
Does
gonna
anyone have-
cast.
Oh, go on.
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy on myself because it's a cantrip. So why not? And I'm gonna make my normally very animal yellow eyes instead glow silver.
All right.
And I'm gonna walk towards them with a shovel in hand and say, "I wouldn't lie to me."
Roll an intimidation check, and I'll give
Can
you
I-
advantage on that
Oh,
roll.
I was about to say if I could help, but they already have the so it's fine.
Okay. The first roll's a 15. Second roll is an 8.
All right. They are going to answer questions, so yeah. What do you want to know?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and ask them if they know where Floon is, basically, because that's who we're after, correct?
Yeah, so one of them's like, "Tie up the pretty boy in the back room.
Is he still here?
Follow the yellow signs in the sewers.
Are you guys gonna stay out of trouble?
Xanathar sends its regards."
Maybe
I was
they should-
afraid of that.
They should lead us to the pretty boy.
One
You
of them
should.
can.
Would you?
We
like
don't need
that?
two to lead them.
There were two pretty boys.
Well, no. What? One of them. We only need one living Xanathar Kenku to bring us to the pretty
I'm gonna
boys.
take the blade of my shovel and tap it on their beak, and tell them, "I'll be watching you, and I have a lot of eyes."
Might I suggest before we get moving? I am very badly hurt.
As am
And
I.
I kind of look at you guys and go, "I can help with that."
Well, you could. I could also just take a breather here. It might help me with
Can I
combat.
find some
but
rope to
I
tie up the
kinda-
Kenku?
please.
Yeah, no, there's rope in here for the Kenku.
While they're doing that, which one of you guys have the least amount of health? I guess.
I have 1 HP left.
Oh, I have 1
Okay.
HP left.
Okay.
It might be short rest time if at all possible.
I kind of go and I kind of go, "You guys okay? Sit down here." And I kind of, more forcefully than necessary, push you guys down to sit down so I can kind of examine your wounds and stuff.
Oh.
And kind of go, okay. I need you to put some pressure on here while I go help them real quick.
I go,
Hold
I'm,
it.
I'm probably fine. I look at my
Hold it.
hand.
I guide your hand to your wound and make you push down, and I say, "It's gonna sting. Hold it." And I turn over to my other party member and I go, "This one's not gonna sting as much." And I kind of go, take a deep breath in through the nose, in through the weirdly dog-shaped nose, and out through the weirdly fanged mouth. And I say, "Lend me your power." And my gloved hand is going to lay on them, and it's going to kind of glow a bit, and I'm casting Cure Wounds.
All right, so that is going to be 1d8 plus 3 healing. For who are you targeting?
Kurt?
Yeah, I'm targeting Cure here.
Okay.
Okay.
Cure. Cure.
There is a D8. A lovely, lovely die. How does a 9 treat you?
That's right to max. Why, thank you. That's much better. And I start doing some
Don't get
squats.
hurt again.
Oh, I'm not going to promise that.
And I turn over to you and I say, lift up your shirt.
All right, I remove my vest. Time being. Yeah, I'm
I
like,
kind of, I'm kind of palpating and feeling around the wound and going, and I'm gonna go. This should do it. And I'm gonna use my last spell of the day, kind of, to cast Cure Wounds again.
It's about that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, lend me your power again, because apparently that's kind of the ritual that he has.
Yep, and it works again. So what is that healing for?
Sorry, that was me rolling.
You're on a roller coaster recording right now.
Yeah. 11.
oh, I am more than fine. I'm up to max.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. While all that was happening, I
kind of shake off my glove hand a bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
What were you saying, Madison?
Yeah, while all that's happening, I would like to, first of all, drop the kenku that I was absolutely still holding on to in my mouth. And
Chewing just a bit.
Just a little bit. Listen, it's a little tasty, but maybe not in polite company. And I would like to go back to the window and get Barry back.
All right. Barry is still waiting for you.
Excellent.
Imagine you just peek out the window and Barry is sitting there and just does that little, like, couple wag things that a dog does when they spot you across the room.
Yeah.
They shuffle like a little bit forward, but they're still sitting down.
They're still being a good boy. I definitely go and I hop back out the window, and get him, and come back in the long way, so I don't have to jump over all this broken glass with my precious Barry in my hands. My good Barry.
Oh.
That's a druid spell that I don't have, actually.
That's the best puppy.
And I come back in and kind of watch what Dodger's doing with the other members of the party, which I do not understand.
I wish to have had tied the arms of one of the Kenku, if not both, and like had them like lead me to where the beautiful boy is.
Okay. I'll need you to roll me a intimidation check if they're going to betray you. Oh, intimidation or No, it's going to be intimidation here.
As you lead them,
I'd like to
I'm just
help
gonna
with
kind of glare at them and watch them with my eyes from across the room.
Sounds like you're helping.
Yeah.
Can I do something, if possible, out of the sight of my companions, but like put my face really close to this bird as like we have our backs to him and like begin to walk away, and make it like change my appearance so it looks like I have like one big eye in the middle, like a beholder for a second on my face, and then change it back?
Roll me that intimidation check and we'll see how close you get to doing that.
Should we do perception or anything?
Yeah, people are watching this closely.
I'm definitely watching
I'm
the Xanathar members closely. I wasn't specifically watching Avenya.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm too focused on my tasks to probably notice this.
I got a 20, unnatural, but a 20.
Yeah, you were able to do that, and they look horrified as you temporarily just have one guy. No time to loot the place. Just get him to the boss, one of them says.
I nod, and I push them forward so they can... And then my face turns back, and it's like, I think they'll be much more cooperative. I pinched them a little on the side. People hate being pinched.
Well, he did say they didn't loot the place. We might want to try looting the place.
Hate being pinched, one of them says, and they guide you over to where there are 5 where there are 5 Zentarum sellswords there, and 7 dead Xanathar Guild thugs, all of them who are dead. The Zents have a black tattoo of a winged snake on their neck or forearm, and one of the other Xanathar Guild members has a black tattoo on the palm of his right hand that looks like a circle with 10 spokes radiating out from the circumference.
Are we all going past this, I guess?
I assume you're all following around.
Yeah. Before I leave the room and as we go through this, I kind of tap my shovel against every person I go by and I go, rest. It almost kind of in a compulsive manner. But I am kind of going through and going rest, even to the kinku that we killed.
I'm going to try searching these bodies. Specifically, I want to get any markers for the Xanathar's Guild, sort of a little trophy collection, and also cut the patches off of the Zentarum, because as far as I'm concerned, these are abhorrent. They aren't true Zentarum.
Yeah,
but also like coin and stuff.
More purple stuff.
Investigation?
I'd say perception to find everything that you're looking.
Sure. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Yay!
Oh, dang.
So, using your information and basically what you have learned about how people move, you also notice that there seemed to be one of these Zentarum guys who was coming in from a room that you also typically know to be the secret storage compartment, because all Zentarum bases are built the exact same.
Fellows, we might want to take a quick detour. And I'm going to head for that secret storeroom.
How exciting.
Secrets.
So, as you enter in the secret door, there is a faint ringing of a bell in the offices above you, but there are 2 wooden crates in here. As you look inside, there are 4 wood-framed paintings wrapped in leather, and in the second crate, there are 15 10-pound silver trade bars.
I just look at the paintings and say, I'm not carrying those.
I look at the silver bars and I'm like, what about these? Would you carry these?
They are black from
Put
corrosion,
them in the bag.
but they're still worth money.
They're what?
They are black from corrosion, but they are still worth money.
I look at them, think about it for a sec, and then kind of hold open my backpack and go, put them in the bag, put them in the bag.
I pick one of these blackened silver bars, and I take a good hard look at it, and I go, this is a rock.
It's a very valuable rock.
Some people like to pay money for rocks and turn rocks into money. It's very...
Circle of life.
It's a circle of capitalism.
After you mentioned that, I
just want to eat.
Oi takes a couple of the silver bars and stuffs them in his bag.
Do you just want to split these between the 4 of you who know what they are, or?
I mean, I'm taking some.
I think it's fair to give everyone their share.
Sure.
So there's 15, 3 apiece then?
Yes.
Yep. Right. So that's also an extra 30 pounds on each of you, which is a lot easier than one person carrying 150 pounds of silver.
You're like, they're 10 pounds each. I was like, oh no.
Oh boy.
And then does someone want to take the paintings?
They're covered in leather, you said?
Yeah, they're wrapped in leather right now.
I unwrap one of them. Yeah, we can come back for them, but I unwrap one of them to see what they look like.
Yes.
So the first one that you have opened looks like some sort of weird cityscape, but there's a sun above it, which is weird because all the other cities you've seen except for Waterdeep don't have suns.
Right.
You got no idea what this place is.
Okay.
But Kerr, you were also looking at these?
Oh, yes.
Roll me an insight check. Or a history check.
Okay, that is 13 plus... 16 total.
You recognize this as the city of Luskan, which is just another city on the continent.
Anything notable about it?
About the painting?
About the painting, but I guess Luskan, the way it's been painted.
It's a very attractive painting. It was professionally done. Knowing what you know about art and high society, they're probably worth 75 apiece.
we should be taking these. I don't know if we can take them now, but, well, if we can, we should. Though I suppose we should come back. We're going into the sewers. Wait, yes.
What? I thought, hold on. So
I'm
we're
sorry.
going from here to the sewers. I shake the bird a bit. I'm like, yes?
The old knotted feathers looks up at you and is like, "No time to loot the place. Just get him to the boss. Follow the yellow signs in the sewers."
You heard them.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, sewers
Do me
usually aren't
favor.
good
We'll
for...
come back for them later.
Yes.
We don't got time to loot.
Tie up the pretty boy in the back room.
Back there. And I start heading toward.
So
Is it following the yellow signs?
no, you
Okay.
are still in the building, like right next to this door, like to the secret room that you went into is a small storage closet, and inside, on this door, broken hinges, is a kind of handsome looking man. Let me get up the description.
Oh, a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I point, I'm like, see? This is what I was trying to get to, not the sewers.
Well, we'll want to
Yeah,
get to the sewers.
What? No.
If there's a... well, one thing at a time.
He's got some like pretty nice long red hair, a small beard, but he does not look like he has been treated all that well.
Does he match the description of the person we're looking for?
Yes, this is Rainier Neverember.
Okay,
There we
he
go.
was
Is he
with the
awake
person
right
we
now?
were looking for.
I go Renair.
Yes. After like getting the gag off of his mouth, it's like, yes, that is me. I'm so thankful.
Some powerful people are looking for you.
Yes, and
The other
unfortunately
one.
they.
We'll find him. Are you okay?
I'm a bit rough.
I can see that. But everything's intact?
Yes, once I can get home, be happy to relax. Though they still have Floon.
Do you know where they took Flume?
I'm not entirely sure. We were traveling and we were jumped by those thugs as we were leaving Fillet Lane, and we were heading up Zastro Street. I don't know much else beyond that.
Tell me what you remember.
I don't know. I assume they mistook Floon for me.
Well, with a face like
You
yours, I
look
can't
alike?
imagine how.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but
Disguise.
if they got two people and then the other group came in and took Floon, they might have just mistaken me.
While he's going on and kind of doing this, my big pointed lupine ears under my hood are kind of standing up, but kind of twisting. You know that thing you see when dogs are thinking about a sound they heard? Yeah, they're just kind of doing that. Like he's thinking about the words.
Yeah. The Centaurum think that my father embezzled a large amount of money while he was the open lord, and that he had hid the dragon somewhere in the city. They
Can I-
think that they can find it if they can use an artifact called the Stone of Galore, which is in the hands of the Xanathar Guild until recently. Apparently
Just-
someone stole it, and the Zents thought I knew something about all of this, but I don't. My father and I haven't spoken in years.
Ugh,
If-
lords!
If I
Always lords!
if I may, just point of order, you keep referring to the Zentarum, and just a brief correction: these are pretenders to the Zentarum. These do not
I
represent
just sort of,
the organization.
Look over at you slowly, like,
I just hope that he understands the position that he finds himself in, rescued by a member
we
of
should
Waterdeep's
get him
own
on his
Zentarum.
feet and get him out of here and find the other one, the flume.
Yes, we will.
This is
Perhaps
a pain.
You can talk about your political
It's just a belief in more truth. But fine.
Shame.
Just remember, Waterdeep Zentarum rescued you, going to rescue your friend.
I'm just kind of I have my arms crossed and I look very sullen at this whole thing.
Oh.
I look at him like, dude, we helped too.
Yes, you
We're not
obviously you
Zentarum.
did.
A mixed, unaligned group helped,
I
not
really-
just the Zins.
I really don't care if you need my help. I am willing to travel along with you.
Let's help
We
him. Or
should get the guards to help Neverember out of here, so we can find their friend. We don't have time, so says the Spur.
Okay. If you don't need my help, then I'm sure someone has probably called the guards looking for me. But all right.
Well, you could always. There's a secret
Hey, you know
room
the
back
yawning
here.
portal?
Yes.
Go there. I have some friends there. They'll keep you safe. If that fails, you can go to the Wounded Ankeg.
No.
I don't-
I appreciate the offer, but I do still have some level of money and security that I can return to.
I'm sorry, young sir. They don't know very well your position in the city.
I just don't care.
Well,
Okay.
that is your own path that you are choosing to take, which I have no issues with. If we're done here, then I'm going to leave, and I will find my way back to you through Floon if he's.
Also,
Alright.
Volo.
Oh, okay. Yes. I have ended up in some bad situations before drinking with him, but nothing quite like this.
Yes, who hasn't? I just walk them to the street to make sure they aren't jumped by a third group.
Yeah, as he goes, he takes some weapons off of the corpses. It's okay, this should be enough. And with a surprising amount of flourish, considering how much crap he had beaten out of him, he shows he has actual sword fighting skills.
Those never embers.
So we found the wrong pretty boy.
I would assume our pretty boy would
Where's
be in
the
the
other
sewer
pretty
then.
boy now?
Yes,
Follow the yellow signs.
I hate the swords.
And
Imagine how I feel. I say, tapping my nose.
yes, but you're a degree more used to that level of.
I don't think you should
Phil,
say
You
that.
got something to
A
say?
bit racist, I have to say.
Oh no! Forgive me. Not racist, merely classist. I recognize
So,
dress.
okay.
So.
He's just glaring at this.
Let us go
I
to
can
the
hear you.
sewers. The lovely, wonderful sewers.
I'll take back the healing.
It's not okay.
You can do that?
I can try.
All right, let's have the Kenku lead us to the sewers, though.
Well, is there anything else you want to explore in this
The
building? There are
bodies.
stairs upstairs.
Oh yeah, upstairs we heard a bell go off.
I want to look at the bodies.
Yeah, we should check upstairs, though.
Well, do half of you want to go upstairs and the other half
I
stay
want to
down here?
watch the. I want to hang out with the Kinku because big goth baby who likes birds.
Okay, so you'll loot the bodies.
Okay.
I'll
So
go
then,
upstairs. I'll take
So Kerr and Dodger Kelly are staying downstairs, and Koyos, Navinia, and Oi are going upstairs.
Yep.
Sure thing.
Sure.
All right. So our party going upstairs. The second floor is stacked with crates, and here, just looking through, nothing seems to be in good condition in this main area. But as you wander into the offices, you see a few things. There's some desks and chairs and bare shelves covered with dust and cobwebs. There's some non-murder rats around here. And you do see where the bell was that rang when the secret door got opened. Anyone want to do any more thorough investigation?
I'll take a look around.
I suppose we
Uh-huh.
all are at this point.
Yeah.
See if Barry finds anything. Barry might know more about what's in here than I do.
Is this what check is this?
Perception.
Oh, I thought you said
find-
investigation.
Oh, sorry.
I rolled
I roll-
that 1, so I know nothing.
Oh,
We're
Five.
downstairs. We're downstairs.
Yeah.
yeah. I have a question about before we send off Renar.
Mhm.
I
He's
asked
already
him to-
gone.
Okay, fair. Never mind then.
Yeah.
I just thought to do something that I should have thought about before.
Oh no.
But such is learning a character.
Oopsie doopsie.
Yep.
Okay. So Koyos, all you know is that Barry is a very good dog. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I get distracted petting Barry while I just follow the others around the room.
Mhm.
He's a good dog.
Navinia and Oi, what did you get?
13.
5.
Oof.
Well, Oi, you do not find anything but Navinia in your investigation of this room. You find a unused paper bird.
An unused paper bird?
Yes, paper birds are magical pieces of paper that sort of
Messages.
turn into... Yes. So, I will add that onto your equipment. Okay, and then downstairs, Kerr, you were looting the bodies?
Yeah, and I'm also putting in a little nick in all of the Zentarum tattoos that I encounter, just marring them.
Just to, like, try and make them look like they might be part of another group, or more like a...
it's just a disrespect thing. It's. I don't think I'm covering my tracks or anything, but I feel that this will read as a message from Waterdeep Zentarum to any of the others that might find these.
Okay. Yeah, so out of here, except for the, like, set of weapons that Rainair took, there's like a short sword each and some pretty badly worn armor that's not really worth taking. But no other equipment on them.
I'll take a short sword.
Or nothing else valuable.
I'll pick up one short sword and test the balance and then put it away in my things. I'll add that.
And as this is going on, Dodger, was there anything else you wanted to do while you were here?
Oh, no, I'm kind of, if the Kinku are still here, I'm kind of,
just watching?
Yeah, I'm watching them and eyeing them and kind of secretly going, oh, tell me your cool bird secrets. But not letting them see that, because I have to be cool.
Yeah, well, about, like, maybe 5 or so minutes after the rest of the party went upstairs, a captain of the city watch and about 12 soldiers come in here, 12 city watch members, and the captain comes in and says, "Halt there! Lay down your arms right now."
I put my rapier on the ground and oh, thank goodness, the constabulary is here.
I say that a little louder so the people upstairs hear.
I'm also wiping away that black paint so I look less like the bad Zentarum.
But I lay down my shovel and my cool shield that's really just a bunch of wood planks stapled together that read "Bad Dog Don't Bite" with the badly painted dog and the dog bone on it.
Yep. And as you lay down your weapons, he says, "My name is Captain Hyastus Daggett, and I'm going to find out what happened here. And we'll end here this week."
I'm Sam. I play as Kerr, the aristocratic Zentarum Warforged, and you can find me online at FrundingLoom on Twitter. That's Frunding_Loom.
I am Madison, and I play Koyos, the lizard man who just loves dogs. And you can find me on Twitter at QuipsterRikuru. That's Rikuru spelled Rikuru. Or just by screaming into the void. That works too, probably.
And I've been Eric. I played as the punk monk drow Oi. You can find me on Twitter at Rhythm Bastard. I also do punk music based off nerdy stuff, so you can find that at either rhythmbastard.rocks, patreon.com/rhythmbastard, rhythmbastard.bandcamp.com, or on Facebook, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, all that other cool stuff.
Hey, I am Gar Sahoni Atkins, and I play Dodger, who's currently a mystery. Shh. You can find me and occasional articles on game design or actual game design that I wrote myself at Sahoni_stuff on twitter.com. That is spelled Sahoni, Sahoni.
Yeah, I'm Gina Dazer. I play Navenia Drexel, just your average story-hungry person of normal descent who is excited to be involved. You can find me online at Twitter at Adaser, Adaser, or twitch.tv/theposhpanda, where I do illustrations and game design.
And I'm Luke, your game master. You can find me on Twitter at Koltreg, that's Koltreg, along with RPG Pals Club, which is what you have been listening to, because I don't think we named it. You can also find me on the podcast Multiverso Q, which is a comic recap podcast. as well as Exiled, which is a actual play using the Marvel Phase Rip system about superheroes and emotions, and on the John Wiki podcast, where it's explaining John Wick through Wikipedia links. This has been RPG Pals Club. Our website is rpgpals.club. Our Twitter is rpgpalsclub. And we're on RPG Pals Club. We are playing the Waterdeep Dragon Heist 5th Edition adventure. And thank you for listening to our first episode. Our next one will be released when it is released. We're still figuring out the schedule, that sort of things. But thank you for listening. If you enjoyed it, let us know on Twitter. And we'll see you next time. Peace.